Hello everyone and welcome back to The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. So last time in Velen, we met up with the Witch of Midcopse, which was actually one of our allies from the Lodge of Sorcerers, Kira Metz. And turns out she's in hiding from Radovid. And it's after something that will secure her safety. She also aided us in finding out about what happened to Ciri, at least a part of it. We learned that there's an elven sage that's been helping her evade the wild hunt. So let's continue.
Searching for the witch Ciri quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
All right. So we're going to head back up to Kira. Though we're gonna actually go here. Hopefully there's a signpost over there. That way I can fast travel back to Midcopse. Because walking there is gonna be challenging. Oh, something's on the prowl. Lots of somethings. Oh, a water hag. Okay. Well, that requires necrophage oil. And you go. Byways. Oh, the something.
Ghouls. Where there's ghouls, there's usually corpses.
Oh, wow, no. We're out of here. Level 22, fuck that. If they were level, like, no, 15, I'd attempt it. travel spot there, but yeah, no, we're gonna go ahead and not go there. Do I have beast oil yet? Sectoid, cursed. I don't. Okay. So I'm just gonna have to beat the shit out of these guys normally. Alright. Am I near something? Oh, okay. Alright, back on the road. Hi, Fluff. Welcome to Stram. How is you? I think if I burn this, I can get honey. Yep. Otherwise, you'd have to fight the bees.
Blasphemers, dog's blood, should all be flogged, legs torn from their asses. Help an old, feeble woman.
What's wrong?
T'other night, blasphemers, pox taken, profane the shrine to Verna the Merciful. Shrine's gotta be repaired, else Verna will take umbrage. Our cows will croak, kitties will be covered in warts, and our dogs will get the mange.
Alright.
Warts and mange? Sounds dangerous. Fine, I'll help you.
Lift with your back, not your knees. Or lift with your knees, not your
Done.
back.
The good gods have sent ye to me. Someone to repair their shrines from this day on.
Look, already got a trade. I'm a witcher. Restoring traditional roadside structures in wood, just not my specialty.
Fighting evil, that's a witcher's calling. And vandals are worse than beasts.
I'll fix other shrines if I come across them.
Fine. I see any damaged shrines, I'll take care of them. Won't go out of my way, though.
Nothing's out of the way in these parts, and the gods will guide ye.
But what this does allow us to do is fast travel. Faith. We'll fast travel to Mid-Cops and run the rest of the way. First, We'll make sure she's actually up.
The rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what he did with them?
No, please do go on.
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt. You gave me quite a start.
But now the Magi says bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Why'd you want a magic lamp?
Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
Okay.
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
Alright, what do you got? Potion clearance, we don't need that. Runestones. Beast oil. Short lure. Elemental oil. Northern. Oh. Can't afford Northern Wind, huh? Draconid oil. Okay, so I'm gonna need to sell her shit in order to pay for some of this. Okay, fine. I will sell those. Northern Wind. Seeds. Alright, beast oil. Done. Done. Alright.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The Cursed Isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Farasad had all the Pleasants killed?
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
Why do you want to lift the curse?
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not. The local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
Others think. Your image. That's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
Alright.
Alright, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Actually, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Okay.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Fyke Isle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use, provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
Not necessarily rot, it's more salt and brine. Because, again, Velen is a drowned estuary.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you. It might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
The Xenovox.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why
It's
they're
like
so
a
rare.
sending
I
stone,
certainly
but
couldn't
better.
build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
Where'd you get it?
So where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
Well,
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Fyke Isle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you.
you have a new item. Yay. Okay. Character entry updated. Mysterious elf. Turned out that not only Geralt was looking for Cirilla. Also on her trail, a mysterious elven mage. Like the Witcher, he had gone to Keira Metz to inquire after Ciri's whereabouts. During this conversation, he also revealed that he kept a hideout in the ruins near the village of Midcopse. Geralt decided to follow up on this lead. Though he was not able to establish the mysterious mage's identity, he did learn that he had been traveling with Cirilla for some time before, and the Wild Hunt was after him as well. Varasad. News of the Nilfgaardians' army approach led nobles of all ranks and orders to pack up their silver and flee post-haste to safer harbors, abandoning all thoughts of defending their patrimony and leaving their lands at the invaders' mercy. Lord Varasad was no exception to this rule. The magnate who ruled much of Velen from his base at Crow's Perch before fleeing with his family to take shelter in a tower on Fyke Isle. The safety he sought there was not, however, to be found, and the massacre in which he was slaughtered became the source of a great many ghastly rumors and legends. According to one of them, Varasad, unmoved by human suffering, had his mage poison starving peasants who had come to him to beg for food. A hideous tale, yet one that sadly seemed plausible given the desperate conditions in the land. Alright, so last we were here. So Geralt later learned the reason for Kira's fate. And Kira's fate gave him ample fodder for contemplating the cruel whimsies of the Wheel of Fortune. Once the esteemed advisor of the now late King Foltest, she had been chased out of Temeria when she lost that ruler's trust. Later, she joined the Lodge of Sorceresses, which earned her the hatred of Dania's king and Nilfgaard's emperor alike. Because of this, she had gone deep undercover, posing as a cunning woman, a village witch of sorts, deep in the Velen boondocks. It was not at all difficult to tell that she despised every minute of this. Kira then asked Geralt for another favor, lifting the curse from the tower on Fyke Isle. Curses and favors being what Geralt does best, he obliged. Alright. So, a tower full of mice. This will take us to Fyke Isle, which is right there. That's the tower, and I think this is a fort. Now we could theoretically just swim over, but since there's drowners and other beasties that live in the water, we're going to take a boat. Speaking of drowners. Also, before we head out, I need to head to village and sell some shit. So yeah, let's head to Midcopse. We'll sell some shit. Hello, merchant.
An amulet. A bazaar.
Show me your wares.
What else you have on offer?
Corpse teeth and...
Alright. So you only have 137 things. Or gold. There we go. That's a lot of weight lifted.
So long.
Now let's head back to the boat. With its raging rivers, deep oceans, and broad lakes nestled in mountain valleys, the world contains many areas inaccessible on foot or horseback. To get them, you must either swim or sail. Look for boats along shorelines and at locations marked with a harbor symbol. Be careful. If your boat smashes into rocks or other obstacles, you'll become damaged. You might even sink. Lambert, whatever. We're nowhere near that part in the game, but I still find it funny. You can fast travel on a boat, but only to destinations accessible via a water route. To fast travel by boat, open the world map panel at the helm of a ship. You can travel to any point marked with a harbor symbol. Do I have any of those unlocked? Hangman's Alley. And the ferry station. Otherwise, no. At least not where I need to go. Okay, so just keep going down south.
Geralt, can you hear me? How goes it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition!
Wonderful.
But before we head to the tower itself... I think there's something... I'm gonna need the potion that allows me to breathe longer. Never mind. Because there's a treasure thing down there, but it's really deep. I think. Oh boy, drowners. Or Or those rot fiends. Those are rot fiends. Okay.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. It's broken. This magic.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
That's the one good thing about fighting a bunch of rot fiends together. You damage one enough to go boom boom, and all of them can go boom boom in sympathetic explosion. Okay. Alright. Okay, so tower. Oh, okay, the tower's there. Never mind.
That stench.
So many fiends and ghouls and crap. Ow, come on. fix my weapon. $64, $86. There we go. Down they go.
Not bad.
Oh shit. Okay. Gotta find Bones to talk to. Alright. Drink more water. Quick save. Oh, now we can fast travel to Fykaio. Oh, hey. I think there's something there.
Wind's howling. Let's try Kira's lamp.
They're onto us.
Hold on. Let me...
They're onto us. They'll not let Graham in.
Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillows, likely be gobbling meat. With no notion we's coming to tear him to shreds.
Waist clear, lads. Adam!
Show me what you got.
And then they exploded. Oh, hey. Magic lamps time. Here we go.
They
boats, look! All of them done went! We've to swim, come on! What about all this? I can't leave it! You go. Find a boat and come back for me. If you make it across. Why wouldn't I? Be back before you know it.
Oh, hey, we leveled up. And we got a new technique slot open. Cool. We'll do acquired tolerance over here. And we're going to improve the ability. All right. Looks like they built a fort around the tower. Okay. That's a hag. Ducal water. I needed that for an alchemical thing, didn't I? I need more of those. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Well, let's go around, see if there's any more things to talk to. Oh, hey. I can loot shit. Flawless sapphire. That'll be coming handy eventually, I think. Well, let's climb up. Supposedly, there's still some ghosts I can talk to. There's some rot fiends I can introduce myself to. Well, I'm gonna go in the tower. Because I know there's ghosts in there.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and a daughter. To the top!
That's not good.
Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
Feeding on what?
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely. Blood. Many must have died here.
Can't see. Now I can.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave him there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing him's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for him. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Oh, back upstairs. That's locked.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Do we have a case of Romeo and Juliet going on? because of the glare from the window, I kind of need the brightness up a little bit.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who? Who are you?
Okay. Do I have anything in here? Enhanced vampire oil. Ooh. And I do have normal vampire oil, so I just need winestone. Okay. Yeah, this place is definitely haunted.
Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
Mage Alexander's Log Part 2. Day 346. I never did like rats. Not because of their obscene tales, but rather on the account of their lively, disturbing intelligence. They're always listening when a man believes he is talking only to himself. And what's worse, they seem to understand. A few days ago, I caught myself talking to one of them, to a particularly large black male with a torn-off ear. At first, I was overcome by panic. Was this the first manifestation of an illness? Of course, that was impossible, for I had fortified my immunity with powerful spells. Upon further consideration, I concluded it was an altogether natural reflex, one even the most learned among us find hard to restrain. We mages like to be listened to. I placed the black rat in a separate cage. The time will come for it to play a part in the tests. Meanwhile, it can keep me company. And observe. I've noticed it looks great concentration of the cages of its infected brethren, particularly those in the last stages of the illness. Fascinating. Speaking of company, I have none, besides the black rat, and cannot hope for better. Verisad avoids the laboratory and has expressed his desire for his daughter to steer clear of me as well. At first I thought he feared a more moral scandal, which would be risible in the extreme. But he explained the true reason in due course. It seems Annabelle has always possessed a fragile psychic constitution. Observing the ill might throw her into foul humors. The peasants taking part in the study have stopped speaking to me. I don't know what they believe this little act of defiance will serve. It does me no harm. They made for lousy conversation partners. There remains, of course, the woman, but as for her, I tried to limit my contact. Day 362. My black rat has died. I found him curled up in his cage. I had suspected he'd become infected on accident, but during the autopsy, I did not uncover any signs of illness. He was also perfectly well fed. Strange. From a medical point of view, his death remains unexplained, something which, I must admit, irritates the scholar in me. But, as mentioned previously, I'm not fond of rats.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Mage's Alexander's Log, Part 1. Day 237. My experiments continue to return results I must consider unreliable. Methodological errors are not at fault. The problem lies in the shoddy, fallible research material I am forced to work with. Despite its prior assurance, Verisad is unable to provide me with enough moderately healthy specimens for my tests. Most of the material is starved and terrified, having been dragged here straight from the dungeon. I waste a great deal of time daily washing and delousing them before I will so much as let them step foot into my laboratory. Sterility first. As Marty Sodnagurn managed to prove in her little-known work, the attitude of a patient undergoing treatment can have a significant impact on the battle against the disease. Unfortunately, the volunteers with which I am supplied do not show sufficient comprehension, let alone enthusiasm, for the noble work in which they are taking part. In fact, it seems they consider the research part of their punishment. I have tried a few times, though I'm but a poor speaker, to convince them that they are contributing to the eradication of one of the greatest plagues tormenting mankind. I had the distinct impression they understood little, but perhaps their stupor was merely the result of the early stage of the illness. Of course, it is impossible to achieve success without significant sacrifices. The overwhelming majority of them will have to lay down their trifling lives on the altar of learning. But that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. I'm going to keep exploring before I talk to the ghost, because I think that's going to trigger the next part of the quest.
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
There's one over here. Basilisk decoction. Okay. Basilisk decoction applies buff, increasing the intensity of randomly selected sign. Okay. I think I also found Wyvern. Each blow landed increases attack power until either the fight ends or damage other than that from toxicity is taken. Okay. Alright, now we'll talk with the crying ghost. Before I do,
why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
No need to fear me.
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Mage's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
I want to make sure I don't screw this up. Okay, and Act 1. Alright, well, screw it. The Mage of the Tower, who was he?
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave.
What happened in the tower?
Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
Potion. What was it?
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they harm you?
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned? That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone in the dark. Only there were rats everywhere. Dozens.
Potion was a sleeping agent and a paralytic.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects.
Oh, that is a horrible way to die.
I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
Can you talk to the other souls?
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different.
Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
Alright, how can I help you?
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the isle.
Tell me about him.
Your beloved. Who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Something's fishy here.
It's all a nightmare to me.
The curse is focused on you.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did.
Fair enough.
Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
No. You might be a wraith. There's no way I'm touching those bones until I know what's the cause of the curse.
Really sad story, but something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
I got a feeling you might be lying.
I think you're lying. Question is, why? To protect the beast? Or is it that...
Stop! I will not hear this!
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts. Will you bring Graham here then? I so long to say goodbye.
Annabelle, listen.
You never wished to help me, and here I have someone would finally take pity on me. Stupid murder.
All right.
You like that silver? Damn it, gotta catch them.
All right. Spectre oil. Characters. Annabelle. Geralt encountered this young woman's ghost on the uppermost room in the haunted tower on Fyke Isle. She told him that in life she'd been the local lord's daughter. When enraged peasants stormed the tower, she feared they would ravage her honor but if they found her alive, so took a magic potion that put her in a corpse-like state of paralysis. When she awoke, she found herself lying amidst the bodies of her family and servants, unable to move. She watched in helpless horror as the rats feasted on the pile of corpses, and began to nibble on her as well. This grisly death must have somehow put a curse on her and the tower, for her ghost has wandered in restless torment ever since. Geralt engaged in his vast experience with such curses to search for a possible solution. Having learned that Annabelle loved a simple fisherman named Graham, Geralt decided this man and the bond of true love the youth shared could be their salvation. Perhaps there was something in the girl's words that put Geralt on his guard, or perhaps Witcher instinct simply warned him in time. Either way, Geralt knew what he was dealing with a literal second before Annabelle revealed her true nature. The spirit was in fact a Pesta, a plague maiden, a terrible wraith which spreads death and pestilence. Graham. Graham was a simple fisherman from an even simpler village, Orton. Yet the role he had played in local events was anything but. Fyke Isle, the tower, the curse, he had been a part of it all. Geralt learned from Annabelle about the deep feelings the two had shared, but the rest of their tragic story only emerged later. Exactly how the young man participated in the incident in the tower remained rather unclear. What was certain was that he tried to defend his beloved and fled Fyke Isle right after what he thought was her death. Come on. Oh, we're going down the area where light is abandoned. Is that it? We're gonna have our fight outside. That's fine.
Yourself?
Had to fight a Pesta.
A Pesta? you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her?
Hi, Sly. Welcome to stream.
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get her beloved to the island. Fisherman named Graham.
I know the man. He lives in Oriton, village on the lakeshore. Find him immediately. We're close to unraveling this. I can feel it.
Alright, so we gotta get the ghost beloved to the island. Although, I'm not entirely sure this will bode well for the poor lad. But if we're gonna lift this curse, you don't really have much of a choice. Underwater rot fiend. It's just gonna stay there. Come on. Bit. Alright, Oriton is this little town. Oh, we have a blacksmith here. That's good. I'm gonna be right back.
Kill the monsters. All of them.
The black ones be evil and all, but when they rode by, one of them tossed me little Boitie a chunk of bread.
Watch you don't freak out with a fish.
Oh, though.
They handed out fire.
Got coin to spend?
I might.
Went.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Alright. Start game. Oh, we're both Northern Realms. Okay. This actually isn't a bad hand. I wish I had a spy, but let's get rid of you. And you. Okay. Well, let's put you down the field for starters. Okay, Ballista. Fair enough. I will put down my trebuchet. Pass, okay. Well, that helps. There we go. gonna make him go all out. Yeah, I'll go and pass. Okay. I still should be able to win. Oh no. I think I just lost. Yep, I lost. Yeah, I got no more cards to play. Okay, well, fuck. That's fine.
Greetings.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of...
I'm gonna win eventually. Okay, I do have a spy this time. That's good. Give it to you, and give it to you. Okay. That didn't help. Okay. He's gonna... Damn it. Okay. Okay. It's making me burn cards. I don't like this. Just gonna forfeit. I'll deal with him later.
Boy, we're up to our noses in frights and horrors. Imps, Samovillas, mammons, groin.
It won't be as cocky as the Baron's men.
Yeah?
So much you got.
Let me see what you're offering.
Okay, let's sell some of those. Okay. Skeleton longsword. Don't really care about that.
So long.
Just in case things go bad.
Can this be the Witchman? Freak of nature? Pick more interesting things from my nose.
I want to talk.
You deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I've been to Fyke Isle.
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Hear about Annabelle.
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. I couldn't save her.
You loved Annabelle?
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me soon as I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. 'Twas then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower, hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
What exactly did you say?
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison Annabelle took.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
But that means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... she was alive the whole time? But... can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I didn't notice she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count.
You can still help Annabelle.
Annabelle needs you. You can help her.
She's still there? In the tower? Can I see her?
Yeah. One thing you should know, though. In death, Annabelle turned into a pesta.
A pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her. Give her the power to sow disease and death.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
Annabelle thinks you abandoned her.
Gods! She hates me. And all this time she's thought I abandoned her.
Yes, go to the tower, talk to her. Maybe you can convince her that's not how it was.
I thought she died. I'd never left her there otherwise.
A curse has imprisoned Annabelle and the other spirits on the island. Love can shatter its power, free her and them.
Just as in the legends.
If you
Sure.
know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to break an evil spell. On one condition. That it's a kiss from someone whose love is true.
I told you. I said I love her with all my heart. Take me to her, please.
It's dangerous. There are risks involved. Understand that, don't you?
Of course. I'm no coward. I'll not run this time.
Alright, let's go now.
Nothing. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's go to the tower.
Also, one thing you might have noticed in Graham's house during the conversation that could explain his willingness to do this, regardless of the consequences. There was a very particular rope decoration hanging from his rafters. With the implication that Graham was intending to play out this Romeo and Juliet to its logical conclusion. I'm not going to actually say the words, but you guys should all know about what I'm talking about.
This place because of you.
I've waited long enough for revenge. And now he comes to us up.
Last I came to here, I still hoped Annabelle and me. It weren't impossible. We could have been together, and now she's dead. And it's my fault. If only I
think I already have Wraith ingredient, yeah. Can I break down mutagens?
protect her.
Can't change the past, but you can still help Annabelle to move on, to rest in peace.
It's terrifying here. It's too quiet.
Chop, chop. Speed up. Let's get this over with.
I remember the screams. Inhuman they were. Now it's silent. They're dead. All dead.
Don't think about that. Keep walking.
Yeah, I don't have any sympathy for your fellow villagers. If they came to storm the Isle to steal food, fine, great, whatever. And death in combat is one thing, but yeah, just slaughtering everybody and then trying to have their way with them? Yeah, no. They lost all sympathy from me. Are you coming?
You have not forgotten. You've returned for me.
Is that?
Don't recognize me. It's me, Annabelle. The one you abandoned, remember?
Annabelle, I was sure you was dead. If I'd known otherwise, I'd never have left you. I'd do anything for you. I would. You know that well. Believe me, I beg you.
Prove it. At last.
Well, together in death, I
The
suppose.
curse is lifted, and Graham and Annabelle are reunited.
I guess he doesn't want to talk. Graham filled Geralt in on the rest of the story. One which youthful longing for happiness lost out to fate's cruelties and human greed. Having learned there was a slim chance he could save his beloved's ghost, the fisherman set out at once to help the Witcher lift the curse weighing down on the isle. Yet though the evil spell was indeed broken, the story still did not have a happy ending. Despite his courage and dedication, Graham died while saving the one he had never ceased to love. Wonder why it's locked. Whatever. Alright, well, we need to head back to Kira's place at Mid-Cops. Because the Xenovox only works one way, so we can't actually call her. A little bit of a design flaw if you ask me, but whatever.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Tell me more about this mage from the Isle. Were you two close?
Yay, we're
Never
done.
expected you'd take such an interest in my
We
private life.
broke
More
the
interested
curse.
to know if you bonded
Oof.
with fellow magic practitioners.
Well, we had little in common in that arena. Oh, Alexander was one of those anxious experimenters, forever short on sleep. The kind that thinks perfect happiness is an isolated tower and a full set of vials and alembics.
Bet the old witch who lived here.
She did indeed. I gathered.
Very much so.
Alright, I get the feeling we're gonna lose out on her as a vendor here shortly. So, let's get anything she's got that we're gonna need. So I need bison grass, limestone, there we go.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
Able to persuade Graham to go to the tower with you? Did you mention there was a pester involved?
He knew the risks, but he'd also heard lots of stories about true love, whose kiss can break any spell. Can't help thinking that gave him courage.
And? It ended well?
Depends how you look at it. Curse is lifted, Annabelle's spirit is left in peace. But Graham's dead.
Oh, poor boy. Still, he's proved that true love may be more common than some suppose.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
Well, get the trail.
Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Alright,
Why
fine.
not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Alright. A favor for a friend. I'm just gonna re-up any potions or what have yous. Alright. Bandits, huh? Hanged Man's Venom.
You'll never learn. merchant's wagon. Drowners and a water hag, my favorite.
Necrophage. Guarded treasure. As you were. Sought a note. Dear Vesey, we couldn't afford to pay ourselves and Patrick, so we've sent the young lad to you. I know things are tough your way too. That you've 3 tykes of your own, so know that if I didn't have to, I'd not ask you of this. Here in Velen, well, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. Please care for Patrick like your own son. We'll come back for him as soon as the war's over. 1,000 thanks, Hannah. P.S. Patrick's got a sack of coin in his bags. Enough to pay his guide what we agreed on. You shouldn't have to add anything of your own. P.P.S. Patrick's afraid of the dark. If he can, leave a candle burning by his bed. They say crime doesn't pay. Never heard greater fucking rubbish in my life. It pays like fucking mad. We took so much loot from that old sod that we won't drink it all up in a year's time. Not if we down Mahakaman spirit like it's water and chase it with dry white from Beclair. Some might blather nonsense about the gods punishing us and whatnot, but I'm too old to believe in fairy tales. Well, next stop, Novigrad. We'll sell what we took and live like kings. Well, you're dead, so maybe it's best you start believing in the punishment of the gods and whatnot. You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one. I love the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Such a classic.
Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. No way that was gonna end well. Leftovers, cuts of meat, cataplepis. Wonder what spell requires that. Dry red from Zubran, southern slope. Notes of black currant and citrus. Pains the heart. Human, from an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it.
Package for Kira.
Don't sense anything magic, though. Wonder how Kira will explain this one. Stench. Waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you.
As far as I'm concerned, if the Nilfgaardians want this shithole, they can have it. Joffrey Rush is 5,000% the one having the most from this one. Oh, yeah. Why, thank you, Jack. You welcome. Oh no, not you. We named the monkey Jack. Volker, we hit it. We've hit gold, old friend. Not only have we sold all of our stock, we have sold it for 3 times its cost. Our customer wants it all. Wine from Beauclair, everything from Beaulieu Nouveau to the oldest vintages. White, red, rosé, you name it. Caterpillars, meat, pickled beef, pepper, cinnamon, cloves. I'm telling you, old friend, everything. There's one catch, however. We must deliver the goods to Velen, a village called Midcops. I know, dangerous, what with the war and all. But think of the coin. I've managed to secure a pass that will get you across the Pontar. Then it's just a hop, skip it, and jump, and you're there. You'll be fine. Klaus. P.S. Split the proceeds 50-50. Well, I don't think he's gonna get his share. However, success. You will get the packages delivered eventually. What's up, horse? Geralt, what are you doing? Nothing. Are you picking all of my herbs? No. God damn it, Geralt.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Got the substances you wanted.
Got those, substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine. Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you, but you must wait a bit.
Fine, I'll wait.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out.
Oh boy.
You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt.
Also, I'm going to request democracy.
Hateful.
This quest will eventually end in an opportunity to have a, for lack of a better term, one night stand with Kira. I'm going to ask you if you want to do that or not. It will not affect the main Yennefer romance whatsoever. This is just an optional side thing that we can take if we want. So I'm going to put up the poll. There you go. You got a minute. What happened to the third mouse?
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cendrilla whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
All right, so according to the poll, we are romancing Kira for that the one night stand.
Sounds tempting. So tempting, I don't think I can refuse.
Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
All right.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
I love Cloak and Dagger. The track.
Giddy up.
Nope, nope, you can't. No, 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 no.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
That was worth the trouble.
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with shallots. It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red, but let it breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
Really? So we're celebrating something.
All right, I'm curious. We celebrating something?
Yes, a return to the living. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
I didn't destroy the workshop, if that's what you're
Didn't destroy that workshop if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong hands... Although, Fyke Isle has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends. With benefits. So...
Sorry about that. Bro Raz is calling. Welcome, Astrid. Since democracy chose that we're going to indulge in this romantic dinner, sure.
Your fairy tale, your rules.
Really? Then close your eyes and count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough. Kira, wanna play hide and seek? Why not? Good. Won't have to fumble with fasteners.
God.
Shame. Could have kept her shoes on.
I would definitely keep my shoes on out in a frickin' drowned estuary.
Found me. Congratulations.
Do I get a prize?
I've nothing on me. But I'll think of something.
Well, technically I have two things on you, two to a mod. So it can be YouTube appropriate.
Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. Bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
God damn it, she cast a spell.
Kira, where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something. Fyke Isle, the tower.
All right. For the advancement of learning, we gotta find out what she's doing on that island. So let's head over to Orton. So I leveled up. No. But yeah, for the various side romances that are just like one night stands essentially, I will go ahead and let you guys decide if you want to do those or not. The one romance scene that I won't let you guys say yes on would be that with Triss, because you already had that opportunity. Because you voted we're sticking with Yen. But Kira doesn't impact the romance, so I don't care. Did we not decide? We did decide on canon. Yen was chosen. So that's why I'm not allowing you guys to say, oh yeah, we want the scene with Triss. Because you already had that opportunity to decide on it. But Kira, Shani later on in Hearts of Stone, someone else in Blood and Wine. I'll let you guys decide on that one. The Beast of Honorton. Missing soldiers. New karma needed. Okay. We got one last thing to do. Let's head back to Flag Island. 29:30. If it doesn't break. Yeah.
A light. Top floor of the tower.
Stream streaks are rather interesting.
So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
What's with the notes?
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Mm-hmm. Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones.
At least you're being honest.
The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
I doubt it. Radovid never forgets.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid. Tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
It's suicide.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Or, yeah. Go to Kaer Morhen.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but We do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
I'm going to let her keep the notes. Because if she does end up getting captured, she can use them as barter. And who knows? Maybe she will. She's capable of creating a cure for the plague. So, yeah. See you at Kaer Morhen?
So, see you at Kaer Morhen? Beds free of bed bugs, mostly.
I long to be there already. See you, Geralt.
And with that, Keira Metz's questline is complete. Alright. So now we have the mainline quest of the Bloody Baron, Ladies of the Wood. We have Defender of the Faith. We got Jenny of the Woods. Those are, yeah, we're not going to be able to do this quite yet. We can also start looking for the Griffin school gear. Anyway, let's Keira Metz. Alright. Keira had never stopped longing for the luster of life at a royal court. Thatched roofs, thatched roofed huts could could hardly compare to elegant ballrooms and palace gardens. One day, she decided to organize an interlude from Valen's grim atmosphere by treating herself to a sumptuous meal. Acquiring the refined ingredients proved less trouble than finding an appropriate dinner partner. That is, until Geralt showed up. The Witcher gladly accepted the sorceress's invitation, and continued saying yes all evening. Sadly, an evening that started out so nicely ended quite unfortunately for the Witcher. Keira put him to sleep with a secretly cast spell. Clearly, she wanted to hide something from him. It turned out that Keira had played the Witcher like a well-tuned harp, strumming all the right chords to keep him occupied, while she stole the Mage Alexander's notes from Fyke Isle. She was planning to use the notes as a bargaining chip while making a deal with Radovid. His plague research could be her ticket back into life without lice, ticks, and omnipresent filth. In the end, Geralt succeeded in squelching Keira's mad plan to bargain with a man whose favorite negotiating tools were red-hot pincers and burning pyres. Keira changed her destination from Oxenfurt to the decidedly safer confines of Kaer Morhen. And with that, we're going to go ahead and call it a stream. Tomorrow we will be playing Baldur's Gate 3 as we make our way through Grim Forge to find the Adamantine Forge. Monday in Final Fantasy IX, we're making our way to Burmisia to help out that kingdom from what appears to be Alexandria's Black Mage Assault. Wednesday in Horizon Zero Dawn, we're going to wrap up the Hunter's Lodge quest with Red Maw before making our way to Gaia Prime. Then Wednesday evening in Ace Combat 4, we're going to continue our Ace difficulty playthrough. We do have a pull out currently as to what will what we'll be doing after the Ace run is complete. So far, we've got the Road to Ace, Ace Combat 0, Ace Combat 7 Eagles Only Run, Ace Combat 4 Cannon Run, and Ace Combat X Carrier Run. 8 votes are been cast so far, and there is an actual leader. Democracy is working. On Thursday in Joint Assault, we will continue the showcase with the remaining Soviet planes. Friday in Dragon Age Awakening, we're going to finish Awakening. And Friday night in Arkham Knight, we're going to continue on with the main story, locating the Cloudburst and all that stuff. Then next week in The Witcher 3, I think we're going to stop off here, then make our way to Crow's Perch. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun, and I will see you guys tomorrow with Baldur's Gate 3. Have a great day, everybody.